Yes, sir.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Today we'll be dealing with prerequisites of commencing construction work, such as sanctions from various agencies, approvals to be brought to the execution of your work, and feasibility studies for with respect to the work control as well as execution, in which there are around 30 approval bodies are the sanction bodies, which will be giving you various rights to execute the project that will be dealing. In that, first one is ownership certificate or extract certificate. If you are having any land or your land is there or somebody's land is there, you want to execute the project on the somebody's land for execution, whose owner for that particular site need to be known to you, and for getting that approval from the government entity will take around 15 days, and cost of approval is depends upon the how much of site is there, what will be the land area of particular site, depends upon that the ownership certificate will be there, or it depends upon the property, how much of property is there, depends upon that the cost of approvals will be there. Usually the 50 rupees a bond will be there, on that the registration letters will be there, and for single property units it will be of 50 rupees bond will be there, on that the everything will be mentioned. And then comes under registration categories, registration cards will be available after the ownership certificate, and grant of permission by the revenue department, where the notary will be there on which the property will be assigned, and then it will be given to the particular owners. It takes around 15 days. Likewise, around 30 entities are there which has to be approved, and time building layout approvals. The for building layout approvals, you need around 1 month. The cost of obtaining approval, application fees for RS 28 rupees per square meter of plot or built up area, whichever is larger for residential project, and 56 per rupees per square meter of commercial projects. This all rates are with respect to your Maharashtra state regulations, and now it might ban has revised. These rates are around 5 years back rates, where the initial rates which will be used for execution of the approvals. Now rates may be of different. For example purpose, I am taking out the what all the types of the approvals are there in your structure execution or ownership of any property. Next is of the second one is of building layout, where the building layout will be approved. Around 1 month time is required for the approval because of government entities and procedures. And the rates for commercial building is different and residential building is different. The grant of permission by the development authority and municipal, that may be from the development authority if it is the industrial areas and all. If it is a residential area for particular city or particular areas, then the municipality or the municipal department will take care of the approvals for the building plans. Until and unless you get it signed by the municipal corporation or the municipal authorities, you cannot start your execution. That may be of residential or that may be of commercial building. Third one is obtain intimation of disapproval, that is building is permitted or not, from the building proposal office, that is non-agricultural permission, NA plots or non-NA flats. If you ask anybody in the surroundings whether if they are buying any flats or if they are anything land, if you want to they want to buy, in such cases they'll be asking you, you want NA plot or non-NA plot, that is agricultural plots are non-agricultural. If you are agricultural land is there, mean in that you cannot go for construction of your residential building or commercial buildings. That has to be approved for the non-agricultural land. That is, NA permission should be there. Then only you can go for execution of the projects. Second is tree authorities, where the plantation or the agricultural department will be looking for tree authorities, where if any tree is there, whether the tree is valuable or not, depends upon what type of trees are there for particular reason. If any huge trees are there, in such cases, the tree authority will be taking some action, or it may suggest to construct your building surrounding by that particular tree, or it may shift that tree to one place to another place, or by taking approval of plantation of some number of plants for removing one plant. Likewise, some authorities will be there, and those will be approving the your building plan from the non-agricultural lands. Stormwater and drain department, until and unless for commercial building or the residential building, you need a water connectivity, that is from the various departments, that is stormwater or drain water supply department, that has to be approved for giving the connectivity to your buildings. Sewer department, that is of the sewerage department, has to give the connectivity to your building, so that the wastage from the building will be there, that will be given a passage to the sewer lines. Then hydraulic department, whether you are applying, you are putting up any bore wells or any water supply from any other sources, in such cases the hydraulic department has to approve this building plan. Environmental department, concerned with the debris management, depends upon where your site is located. The environmental management or environmental department will take care of what type of site it is, whether it is in the valley, whether it is in the debris. If you are at the debris, that has to be removed. And for removal of debris also, you need permission. Without permission, you cannot go start the excavation and sell the debris and earn the money. For each and every component of the building laying, you need permissions from the government or the environmental department. Next is of consent to establish and operate, whether the establishment and operation of particular structure is restricted to particular peoples or not, that will be taken care, whether they, for what purpose they are going to use, what will be the consent of your building, that will be taken care, and the permission will be given on basis of what type of structure it will be. One second. Okay. Next, approval from the ancient monument approvals, whether your structure is too old structure or the ancient structure is there. In such cases also you need approvals from the ancient and monument approvals, whether your structure is having any values of the monument values, or the structure can be demolished and reconstructed. Depends upon what type of structure you are going to execute. For that, the ancient and monument approvals are needed. And then the airport authority of the India needs the approval letter for whether your structure is nearby airports. It depends upon areas, it will change. Not necessary that all approvals are needed for all the areas of this any constructions. It is depends upon where your location is there for the particular building. Depends upon that, these all approvals will be applicable. Where if it is a nearby airport structure is there, in such cases, what will be the rise of your structure depends upon that also. It will be acting the rights, where how much of excavation you are doing nearby areas to the airport, how it will be effective to the ground level. That all they'll look after and then they'll give the approvals. And then traffic and coordination department, whether for some structures, whether you are giving the parking place or the transport facility for particular buildings, whether the road is there or not, depends upon all the criteria. They will be giving the traffic and coordination department approvals. Then CFO, that is fire clearance department or fire brigade department, where they'll be giving the approvals for whether your site or the building is the enough safety that your building plan is can be approved for the fire clearance, or if anything happens accident, in such cases the emergency exits are there or not. By looking at the all the building plans, they will be deciding whether to give the permission or not. The structural plan approvals, whether the structural design is as per the safe conditions or not, that will be approved by the government entities also. Whether you are providing enough number of reinforcement or the building design is as per the standards or not, the safety factor is considered or not. Those all components they will be considering, because once they give approvals for the structural design of any commercial building, if something happens in the later, if the structure damages or the collapse, then the structural engineer involved in the execution, contractor involved, as well as who has given the approval. On all of them, the case can be filed. Therefore, while giving the approvals, those has to be careful for giving the commercial building approvals. Even in the residential building, if you are going for high-rise building and all, the risk is involved. Therefore, the government entities will be placing some of the particular people who will be checking for approvals for giving this type of approvals to execution of structures. Next, fourth thing is submit structural plan approved by structural engineer or BMC municipal, where not only the plan of building, the structural plans also needed for approvals from the BMC. The intimation of disapproval, that is IOD, is only an approval of the civil plans. Review of structural plan is done in parallel with the NOC process. Non-objection conditions of any execution will be laterally running with the civil structural plan. No approval to this plan is required from the municipal corporation, but copies are required to be submitted to the municipal, where the municipal people will be looking after the what will be the your location, what type of structural design is done, whether it is safe as per the conditions or not. They will be verifying and then they will be giving the approvals. All plans will be involved with the different agencies, but when it comes to the structural approvals. In such cases, civil engineer is required or structural engineer is required for looking after the structural designs and the approvals of the IOD as well as NOC for particular executions. Next is of non-agricultural premises, where, as I discussed earlier also, the non-agricultural permission is compulsory requirement for each and every plot or the land where the commercial building or residential building will be executed. The time required minimum of 3 months for getting the NA permission for any land. It depends upon compliances of other conditions also, where the cost, the land clearance is there or not, the owner is properly registered or not. Depends upon that also. Again, it may extend or it may reduce also. Depends upon the previous all records of the land. Cost of obtaining the approval, it depends upon again location, the project, and a range between 2 lakh to 2 to 8 per square meter. They'll be paying for the approvals per square meter. They'll be paying for 2 rupees to 8 rupees of money. Depends upon area, it will change again. Where if you are going the where denser population is there, in such cases the rate may be high. Where the denser population is not there, in such cases the rate may be low. Depends upon where the location is there, the rate will change from 2 rupees to 8 rupees per square feet. Grant of permission will be from the revenue department, because the NA, non-NA plats will be declared by the revenue department only. Depends upon the what type of structure it is or what type of land it is. Depends upon that only. The revenue department will be applying the taxes. For agricultural land, the tax is very minimum, and for non-agricultural land, the tax will be of varying from different areas. But the revenue department will decide whether the land is belongs to agricultural or non-agricultural areas, and they will be giving the approvals. Procedure is time taking, and where it takes the clearance of all the land, and then it will be giving you the permission for approvals of non-agricultural permissions. Once non-agricultural permission is done, then you can go for execution or the other documentation works. Obtain no objection certificate, that is NOC, from the tree authority. That is, it takes around 30 to 60 days. Cost will be of nowadays where the tree is there and what type of tree is there, that also cost for the execution of any projects. And if trees are exist in your land, before showing it to the government authority, if you are removing complete tree and leveling your ground and then going to approvals, then if they are not recorded that tree was there in that area, then they cannot ask for it. If the tree is recorded in the documentation of the municipal, in such cases, per tree they will be charging around 4,000. Again, it depends upon the area. This is for the where the Maharashtra government authorities, that will be charging 4,000 rupees per tree, and approving authority will be of tree authority committee of municipal department or municipal corporation, where the separate authority will be there or separate post will be there in the BMC, where they will be giving approvals for the no objection certificate for the tree plantation as well as execution of your projects. The seventh one is of obtaining NOC from the stormwater and rainwater department, where it takes around 15 to 30 days. Cost of obtaining approvals, scrutiny fees maybe of 2 rupees per square meter as BMC limits. No cost for this NOC, but NOC is considering the imposed on some fees that may be depends upon what type of the involvement is there or improvement is there of BMC in the execution of the stormwater and rainwater supply to the particular buildings. It is not compulsory that you need to pay this much amount or this much amount, but it takes around 15 to 30 days for the approvals, and scrutiny fees will be of 2 rupees per square meter. Obtaining NOC from Sewer Department or Sewerage Department, that is also from the BMC. Yeah, most of the documents or approvals will be from the BMC department only, and it takes around 15 to 30 days. Where the same as the drain water and storm water approvals, the sewer water department will be also providing the approval for the sewer lines. Next is uploading NOC from electric department. That is also from the municipal. They are the electrical department of municipal. The electric consultant hired by the developer works out the load requirement, transformer capacity, etc. Load is sanctioned by the power distribution company. The building company will inform best of the project or requirement along with a copy of application submitted for building plan approved. Best will be assessed whether an electrical substation upgrade is required at this stage, and it takes around 15 to 30 days. You might have seen the power transformer nearby any cities or villages or any buildings where they need to provide the supply of electricity from the department or electrical department, where they will be providing you the power for any companies or industrial buildings or to the residential building. Initially, a consultant will be hired for your particular execution. Depends upon what type of structure it is. That may be commercial, that may be residential building. Depends upon that, the consultant will be hired and he will be calculating what the amount of the electricity is required, and depends upon what amount of electricity is required, the owner or the consultant will be applying for the requirement of particular quantity of power. If it is high requirement is there, in such cases the power companies or the electrical department of municipal will be providing you the power transformations, which will be giving, it depends upon what type of, what capacity of transformer is required. Depends upon that, they will be providing the transformers, and then that will be distributed to all the internal areas of the building or the company areas. And it takes around 15 to 30 days for the completion of approvals, and this will be having separate fee structure for depends upon what capacity of transformers are required and what capacity of your power requirement is there. Next step is obtain a non-objectional certificate, that is NOC, from the traffic coordination department, where it takes around 30 days, where whether your building plan is having a parking place or the roadway, or whether it is connecting to main highway. If the building plan is connecting to main highway, then where is the parking place? If they are parking on the main areas where the movement of vehicles will be there, that will create a problem. Or if any MLA, MP, or any industry is establishing next to the highways, in such cases the traffic will increase because of the connectivity for particular company or the people who will be visiting to particular place. If you are making an exhibition hall in somewhere where the people will be coming and visiting that particular place, in such cases, what will be the improvement in the traffic or the road systems? That has to be get cleared by the municipal department, whether if the capacity of the use of road is increasing, then in that case they need to widen the roads. That all depends upon the what type of structure you are going to execute. and it takes around 30 days. And again, the NOC from the Chief Fire Office, that is also a part of municipal department only. In Mumbai, the building about 24 meters in height requires Chief Fire Office clearance. If it is less than that, less than 24-meter height, then in such cases, the fire department will be giving you easily clearance for your building. If it is not, if it is more than 24 meters, then they need a plan of building where the fire exits will be mentioned. Then they will be giving for approvals. Takes around 30 days, and cost obtaining for approval of the Chief Fire offices will be costing around Rs 50 rupees per square meters. Cost varies between 50,000 to a lakh, depends upon what size of your land is there. Depends upon that also, the fire safety department will be giving the approvals. Next is environmental clearance. The environmental consultant hired by the company prepared an environmental impact assessment report. This is applicable for most of the industrial areas, which is submitted to the state level expert appraisal committee, which refer to it and state the Environmental Impact Assessment Authority, that is SEIA, coastal regularity zone clearance is also obtained wherever required. If you are installing any industry, the emission of chemicals, emission of gases will affect the environment. Therefore, the environmental clearance is required for execution of your projects. In such cases, this type of environmental clearance is mostly required for the industrial areas. Depends upon what type of industry it is, what type of emissions are there, what type of raw material you are going to use. Depends upon that, the clearance will be made available for the companies. And the consultant will be preparing each and every document, what type of material will be used, what type of wastage will be generated, what type of gases will be generated from your industry. That all will be submitted to state level experts committee, and that committee will look after the what all the components are involved in the execution and the industry use, and what all the locality nearby the industry, whether it is affecting by your industry or not. That is also all assessment they'll do, and then they will be giving the approvals. Until and unless checking from the state level authorities, they'll be not giving you any approvals for the execution. Next is of ancient art monument approvals. This is depends upon where the location of the site is there, as well as what type of structure it is already existing. In such cases, this type of approvals are needed. This is specific to particular buildings only or particular areas only. And archaeology department survey will be taken place on the local regions, and they will be giving you approvals if specific area is involved where the special inspection is required or the survey has to be done. In such cases, they will come and make a survey of the local area, and then they will be giving the approvals. Maximum time required would be of 6 months for getting the approval. The consent to establishment, operation, Ministry of Environment has authority, that is authorized Pollution Control Board (PCB) to monitor the environmental related compliances by the developer, which includes setting up of sewer treatment plant, where if the company is generating some wastage from particular companies, in such cases they will be giving you approvals only on particular cases where the sewer treatment plant is there or not, for particular companies where the huge production of sewer is there, or the treatment will be given to particular wastages or not. Depends upon that only, they will be giving you the approvals. It completely depends upon PCB, that is Pollution Control Board, and that will be giving you the approval for execution of your project. And it takes around 2 months time maximum of. Next is NOC from Airport Authority of India. Approving authority will be Civil Aviation Department, and it takes 3 to 4 months for getting the approvals, and it is restricted to particular regions only, not for each and every places where the nearby airports are there. In such cases only this type of restrictions will be there, and for that also you need to get the permission from the Civil Aviation Department, whether how much of excavation has to be done, how much of load will be there on the ground, with what type of structure it is, what will be the height of the structure. Looking after all those components, they'll be giving you the approvals. Obtain commencement certificate from the building proposed office and pay development charges municipal, and this will be giving you the rights to start the execution process. For that, the commencement certificate is needed from the BMC or municipal department, and it takes around 15 to 30 days. Commencement certificate, that is CC, is given in 2 stages. That is, one is up to plinth level and another is beyond the plinth level. That is for substructure and superstructure. Two different certificates will be provided by the municipal department. Next is permission for excavation and royalty payments. Approving authority are collector or executive engineer in the ward office, that is from the local region. Under the Mines and Minerals Act 1957, they will be giving you permission for excavation to particular depth only. Whether depends upon local collector as well as executive engineer permission only, you can go for excavation. If the permission is given for excavation up to 10 meter only, you cannot go for 11 meters or 12 meters. It is restricted to 10 meters only. Depends upon the execution process only, they will be dealing. And it is under the Mines and Minerals Act of 1957, whether they have to go for mining or not. Whether the local region is having particular components, minerals in the ground, in such cases only this type of special approvals are required. Other common facilities approvals like internal infrastructure services, approving authority will be providing you the how interior should be there. The concerned supervise the service provider for water, electricity and telecommunication department will be needing the approvals for supplying the electricity, water. Takes around 30 days. Within that, the other connectivities like the telephonic or the gas or the electricity supply, the basic requirements for the particular buildings, they will be giving you the connectivity. Next is road access, highway and expressways. Authority will be of National Highway Authority of India. RPWD department will be giving you the authority whether you need to use or not for the highways and expressways. For some of the highways and the expressways, the two-wheelers will be not allowed. Or while buying the vehicles, the certificates will be given to you whether particular vehicle is allowed for highways or not, particular express vehicle is allowed for expressways or not. It will be given you, the permission will be sanctioned when we are buying the vehicles, and which will be having the particular duration for next 10 years, next 50 years, or next 100 years, the vehicle is permitted to use on highways and expressways. Likewise, the permissions will be given. Or the ICU, how much of carbon emission is there, depends upon that also. The authorities will be restricting the vehicles for movement. If 2 volts vehicle is there and NOC is not applicable for that, and carbon emission is too heavy in such cases, the highway department or PWD department can restrict particular vehicles for the movement and they can stop it. Next is lift escalator installation approvals, and each and every building will not get the approvals for lift and escalators. Requires particular
Not visible.
PWD. Hello?
Sir, screen is not visible.
It's not visible. Till now I was audible or not?
Yes, sir, it is stuck, I think.
Now is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Next is of lift and escalator installation approvals, where you need to get approved by the PWD or the central PWD department, where which will give the approvals for using the lifts and escalators for particular building, and it is having particular restrictions for using the lifts as well as escalators, whether it is commercial building or public building, depends upon what type of structure it is and what capacity of lifts are required. That will be approved from the PWD department. It takes around 30 to 45 days. Next is electric substation NOC certificate, non-objection certificate for all substation transformers in building, electric services providers. The authority will be electricity distribution authority. That may be different from different areas. For Mumbai it is different, for other cities of Maharashtra it is different, and for other states it is different. The power distribution authorities are different, and then those will be deciding what amount of power need to be supplied for particular buildings, and depends upon their NOC only they will be providing the particular transformers and substations. And it takes around 15 days for the approval of electricity department. Obtain occupancy certificate from the BMC municipal, that is required for 60 days. Whether you need to occupy a particular area or not, that will be occupancy certificate. If building is ready, the people need to stay or not. That is depends upon again the BMC approvals only. If the BMC gives approval, then only they can go for staying in particular buildings. Next is obtaining building completion certificate from the BMC. Once your building is completed, then you cannot directly use it. You need to get it approved from the BMC, whether your building is completed or not. Then you can start the staying in particular building or occupying the particular buildings. The completion certificate is considered to be the utilized document that is the building company requires to fully occupy the building and connect it to utilities. Whether the BMC will be giving you permission, whether it has to be fully occupied or not, and the utility resources that may be of electricity, water supply, all the utilities are provided to building or not, that will be verified from the BMC, and then they will be providing you the connectivity or occupancy certificate. Next is apply of permanent power connection and pay fees at Bihara Mumbai Electric Supply and Transport Department of Municipal, where you need to get the approvals from particular authorities, that is municipal authorities of particular agency for payment and approval of permanent power connectivity for particular buildings. That is for giving the permanent connectivity. Next, obtain permanent water connectivity from the municipal department. It takes around 45 days, and connectivity cost may be of around 1200 rupees for connection fees. And then how much of quantity of water you are using depends upon that. The water consumption bill will be there. You might be experiencing this in your regular homes also. How much of water you are using depends upon that. the payments will be done. Obtain permanent sewer connection, that takes around 30 days and it will be having around 50 days, 50,000 rupees for connection of final connectivity of the sewer lines. These are all the components that has to be approved from the BMC, and the connectivity will be given for the approval of the particular buildings. Next is construction mobilization. This will be last bit of your topic, where the construction management or the mobilization of the construction refer to effort it takes to get a job off the ground. A lot of different activities might be considered for the mobilization. Sometimes the mobilization might be poorly administrative. Other times they might relate to transportation, or they could refer to actual cost of job site preparation. What will be the site preparation? What will be the job on sites? Are activities involved in the site? That will be the mobilization of the structure. Mobilization refer to activities carried out after the client has appointed and trade contractors, but before the trade contractors commencement of work on site. It is the preparatory stage during which the majority of activities are managed by the construction manager. Before starting the execution on site, what all the prerequisites for particular executions that will be done in the mobilization. That is a prerequisite preparation for execution of any work, and that will be done by the project manager. Preparing for construction stages. How many stages the construction has to be divided, and how the requirement of resources are required, and that will be fulfilled by the project managers. The construction manager arranges the pre-contract meeting before executing the projects with the consultant team and the trade contractors to discuss the procedure that will be adopted during the construction stages. Construction manager need to know what all the stages are involved. That has to be discussed with the consultants, contractors, and the people who will be executing the sites. They will be discussing the procedure of execution or stages of execution, and there are range of tasks necessary to prepare the construction stages, because each and the complete project cannot be considered to be one stage only. It will be divided into separate phases. That will be like substructure construction, superstructure construction, final finishing for the structures. Likewise, or if it is high-rise building, how many floors will be completed in which duration. Likewise, the stages will be considered for execution of any project. The construction manager coordinates the issue of production information for construction. He will be the coordinator for execution of your work. Therefore, he will be looking after the cooperation between the consultants as well as contractors. The client and construction manager prepare a agreed schedule of conditions for adjacent properties or structures that will be retained. If any existing structure is there nearby your site, in such cases, there should not be any effect on site. The existing structures, that will be the mutual understanding will be there, and the client as well as the project manager or the construction manager will be looking after the existing structure, and they will be scheduling the activities. The client and the construction manager check that all necessary insurance policies are in place for construction work and site ownership. They need to take up all these activities well in advance. The client and construction manager check all necessary permission, approval, party, wall agreement, and other statutory requirements that are in place or not, and the all necessary planning conditions have to be satisfied if necessary, and if it has not already been done, then the client appoints the party walls, surveyors, and approved inspectors, site inspectors, and an in-house or outsourced engineering team to witness testing, commissioning of the structures, and to take over the running of the services as soon as practical completion of particular structures, and that would be certified by the internal people or external people whether your work is as per the plan or not. And these all permissions need to be done by the project manager or construction manager well in advance, so that there will be no stoppage in the execution process. In such case, if any stoppage is there, in such cases, the client can appoint the separate people for inspection or for engineers or testing activities, quality assurance team. Those all will be appointed by the clients. Okay, this is it for the day for regards to mobilization. Next, we'll be dealing with other components, which may be of third module, that is work breakdown structure and all. We'll start from the next class. Today, this is it from my end. If you have any queries, you can ask. Otherwise, you can post your roll number in the chat box. Who have already posted their roll numbers, they can leave. And who have not posted, they can post it now. They can leave.
हेलो
हाँ कवल
हाँ सुशील सर रोल नंबर का ऑप्शन चेक नहीं हो रहा
क्या हुआ?
चैट ऑप्शन अवेलेबल नहीं हो रहा
ओके वेट.
हाँ
हेलो.
हाँ सुरेश.
सुशील सर, मेरा इधर एक्चुअली नेटवर्क का इशू दिखा रहा है और मेरा ये रोल नंबर का पुट आ नहीं रहा. मेरा 60 रोल नंबर है सर, वो देख लीजिए सर. इसमें आ नहीं
मैं
रहा
नहीं
सर.
देखूंगा, जो पोस्ट करेगा उनको उतना ही देखूंगा.
सर मेरे में भी नहीं
इशू की वजह से नहीं आ रहा है वो प्रॉब्लम. मैंने बंद किया उसलिए प्रॉब्लम आ रहा है.
स्टार्टिंग से नहीं आ रहा है.
स्टार्टिंग से नहीं आ रहा है. स्टार्टिंग नहीं थे तुम लोग, स्टार्टिंग 10 मिनट, इसलिए नहीं आ रहा है वो.